And I'm also going live on Facebook. I'm just trying to connect. So welcome everyone. Hello everyone. I am also live on Facebook. So I'm in chat. You will find the link if you wish to watch on Facebook online. My name is Mariana Popa. I am a teacher of business studies. I am based in London and I'm happy to be here. Today I'm going to introduce you in the world of business, what I'm teaching for many years. And there will be a presentation. The topic for today is SWOT analysis. So immediately I'm going to share the screen. And I'm gonna start the presentation. Okay, so what is this SWOT analysis about? SWOT analysis is something that you will be studying in all levels because it is an important tool for any business. It stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Also, the SWOT analysis is something that you can do for yourself. It's like an inner journey that you can find out about your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So as you can see, this SWOT analysis is good for professional purposes as an individual and also for businesses. So if we take an example, Globus Inc. Globus Inc. is a leading manufacturer of baby products in the USA. It has decided to venture into the market of cosmetics with the launch of a new brand of cosmetics, Glaze, in the market. However, before Globus Inc. can actually make the final decision of venturing into a new market, it needs to find out the things that are working in its favor and the aspects that can lead to failure of this new venture. So that's why Globus Inc. should undertake some analysis. And this analysis is called SWOT. So they are going to do a SWOT analysis of its position in the market. Carrying out a SWOT analysis will help Globus Inc. understand the company's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. A SWOT analysis will help the company to understand the strengths they have, and it would be very helpful for them to use in the new venture. And then they will analyze the weaknesses which they need to overcome in order to be successful in launching these new products. The opportunities that they have, and when I talk about opportunities, we refer to the external market. and the threats. So what threatens, what may threaten their business. And these are the lesson objectives of this short presentation. To find out what is SWOT analysis, an overview of the SWOT analysis, what are the steps in conducting the SWOT analysis, and how useful this SWOT analysis can be. And in the end, we are going to do a short practice to apply this knowledge. So, as mentioned before, SWOT analysis stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It is a technique which was founded by Albert Humphrey, who led a research project at Stanford University in the years 60s and 70s. This is commonly used as a part of strategic planning. So it's a very important tool for the business to create a strategy for the future. So the SWOT analysis, as you can see, it's about doing not only an internal analysis of the strengths and weaknesses, but an external analysis of the external environment, looking into the opportunities and threats. While internal and strengths and weaknesses can be controlled by the business, opportunities and threats, or in other words, the external environment, is something that the business cannot control, but they need to find out in order to take the opportunities or to be prepared to act in a specific way in regards with the threats from the external environment. So the strengths, it's about what the company has, what they do very well, what assets they have, and they can use in this new venture. The weaknesses are what the company lacks, what they maybe don't do very well, what they have to correct, to adjust, or either they can eliminate the weaknesses, because no company wants to have weaknesses. Opportunities and threats, as mentioned, they refer to the external environment, and the business can tap on explored opportunities and be prepared for possible threats in the future. The result of this analysis is a matrix. This matrix shows internal factors and the external factors, positive factors, which are strengths and opportunities, negative, which are weaknesses and threats. So what are the steps in conducting this SWOT analysis? It is a simple thing to do. You just have to make a list of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. If you are an employee and if your manager gives you this task, however, you should avoid relying on your own, because as an employee in that company, regardless the position you may have, you only have a partial understanding of the organization, and your assumptions could be wrong. That's why you have to gather a team of people from a range of functions and levels to build a broad and insightful list of observations. So these people will come from different departments, will bring their expertise, and will contribute to creating this list, to conducting this SWOT analysis. And next is to use the matrix SWOT grid. Each square will have an aspect, and then you just put everything here as it shows in this matrix, and you can use the information. What does it mean, strengths? Strengths are the characteristics of the business or team that give it a competitive advantage over others in the industry. What is a competitive advantage? A competitive advantage is something that business differentiates. So I do something different compared to the others, to the rivals. Some of the examples of organizational strengths are abundant financial resources, which a company may have, an established brand name, economies of scale. These economies of scale are when the company is very big and they can produce in bulk big quantities, which will allow them to reduce the prices. Lower production costs, superior management with very good skills, excellent marketing skills, or great employee commitment, great employee skills. So all of these, as we can see, are the company's strengths. This is something they have or they do very well in their area. And the company can use all of these strengths. If we have a look at weaknesses, what are some examples of weaknesses? These are the characteristics that place the organization at a disadvantage relative to others. And some of the examples of the organizational weaknesses are limited financial resources. So the company does not have enough money. Low R&D budget. R&D stands for research and development. So the company does not have enough money to undertake research, because before launching any new product or service, the company needs to do research. Weak supply chain distribution, higher production costs, out-of-date products or technology. This is an important thing which the company should look into, because now we are living in an era of technology and each company needs to update their technology in order to stay aligned with the other companies. Poor management skills, so the management does not have enough skills to manage well the company, or marketing skills, poor marketing skills. Under-trained employees, which means the employees don't have enough skills to perform a good job. So all of these are weaknesses, and once identified, the company must look into these weaknesses and try to eliminate them somehow. Yes? So for example, sending employees for training, or the management improving their skills, or updating the technology, purchasing new technology. So this is what the company must do in order to overcome these weaknesses. Then if we have a look at opportunities, opportunities refer to external environment. What are the chances to make greater profits in the environment using what is in the market currently? And some of the examples of opportunities for an organization can be a rapid market growth, changing customer needs, which will allow the company to produce, to offer new services or new products as the customer change their needs. An economic boom, yes, so when the economy goes very well and there is a boom, and then it's an opportunity for the company to produce more and more. The demand will increase and then the production can increase. Government deregulation. This deregulation happens when the government will eliminate or will reduce the terms and the conditions in order to help the companies. And this happens normally when the economy goes at a low level and the government decides to eliminate maybe some taxes in order to help the companies. decline in demand for a substitute product, and then is an opportunity for the company to offer their products or services. So these are just examples of opportunities. Of course, there are much more in the market. It's just for you to have an idea, what does opportunities in external environment mean? Next is threats. Threats refers to external elements in the environment that could cause trouble for the business. And some of the examples are entry of foreign competitors. This will increase the competition. Introduction of new substitute products. So customers will have more alternatives to buy, and the demand for your products may decrease. Decline in product life cycle. This product life cycle is the cycle a product goes through from the introduction on the market until the phase when the product will be withdrawn from the market because it becomes old. And if a product becomes old, then it needs to be taken out from the market, so withdrawn. New strategies and technology adopted by competitors, as mentioned before. If there is a new technology, or any company should look into stay aligned with the competitors, into updating the technology, because this will increase their chances to offer a better quality for their products. Increased government regulations is the opposite of deregulation. So this means the company can increase the taxes, and the company will have to pay more taxes. So this will reduce their profit. Economic slowdown. So when the economy goes down, the demand will decrease. This can happen because of inflation. People don't have jobs to buy, don't have money to buy. So again, these are some examples of threats, and the company must consider these threats and be prepared to take an action in regards to any of these threats. So after we put down all of this in the matrix, then the company will have an image, a picture of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And once they've done this, so there is no point of producing a SWOT analysis unless you take some action. And you will decide what will be the strategy around these strengths and opportunities. How are you going to use this SWOT analysis in order to create a strategy? And the keywords are here to match the strengths with opportunities. So to use your strengths in taking the opportunities which are outside in the market, and to convert the weaknesses into strengths. So to address to these weaknesses in order to overcome or eliminate them. How useful is the SWOT analysis? It is a very good and important tool because serves as a solid foundation for strategic planning and decision-making processes. So based on the findings of this SWOT analysis, the company can make decisions. And the process will allow the businesses to set realistic objectives, to allocate resources effectively, for example, for buying new technology or sending employees for training, or managers take some more courses to become more skilled. Determine the most suitable course of action for the long-term success of the business. However, this SWOT analysis has some limitations. It cannot be that, it depends on the person who undertakes this. The bigger the team, the better, because they will have the view of the big business. But once it's done, the business can be somewhat preoccupied only with the strengths and opportunities and can ignore the weaknesses and the threats, which are really important. So they should take into consideration everything, all the findings, all the information which is in this SWOT analysis. This SWOT analysis, however, does not offer solutions. So the solutions must be found by the management, by the company. There may be a failure to deeply examine inputs from all the relevant sources. So if in this creation of SWOT analysis, no participants, enough participants will be there who have the whole picture of the business, they may not have accurate information or they not have complete information. And again, the entire process can be subjective. So, which means the business is not able to look in an objective way and to analyze correctly what are their strengths, weaknesses, and what happens in the external environment. And now let's take a real example to apply this knowledge, which I thought here, the SWOT analysis. So what we are going to do, we are going to go back to our company, Globus Inc., to undertake a SWOT analysis. So let's see what we can find. And here, this is the matrix I told you. So there are 4 specific areas. Each area contains all these elements of the SWOT analysis. So if we refer to Globus Inc., they have a lot of strengths. It's a powerful retail brand. It has a good reputation. It sells a wide range of products. Efficient procurement, which means they have good suppliers who give them goods to a good price. Substantial growth over recent years. So the company was very profitable in the last year. And they have a good use of information technology to support its international logistics system. So remember, the company is a multinational company, which means they are extended all over the world. So these are good strengths for a company. If we look into the weaknesses, the company lacks experience with cosmetic products. So remember, they want to venture in launching new cosmetics. And the brand image is associated with baby products. This is what they produce. And when they launch into cosmetics, this will be a new area for them. And it needs time and a massive promotion, investing in advertising in order to build a new image for their cosmetic products. So this is a weakness. Yeah, it needs time, investment, research, and a lot of advertising. The company is global, but it only has a presence in relatively few countries worldwide. So they need to invest more money to maybe open new shops and extend more globally. If we look into the opportunities and mention are outside there in the external environment. So this company has the opportunity to take over. Taking over means buying smaller companies. Yeah, this is take 1 or 2 or more companies, which means they can buy them and then the company will become bigger. Merging with another company is 1 or 2 or more companies come together. We say that they merge, so they form a single company, or they can also form strategic alliances with other global retailers. So they can set partnerships with other retailers. There is also a demand in Europe, so they can consider specific markets in Europe, because remember, this company is in the US, so they can look into the market in Europe. That's an opportunity. And there are also opportunities for future business in expanding consumer markets such as China, India, so they can consider other countries in Asia. If we look into the threats, exposure to threats of political problems in some countries that Globus Inc. operates in. So when there are political problems in a specific country, this definitely will influence the operations. This will influence everything, the economy, the people, the businesses, everything. Huge competition from the existing companies, and this is a real threat. So the companies with a very strong brand image represents a big competition. They are rivals for this company, which means the company, once they launch the cosmetics, they may not have a lot of sales at the beginning. Increase in taxes in the countries where the company operates. This can be again a threat, because if the government increases the taxes, this means the company will pay more taxes and the profit will lower, so they will have less profits. So this is how we put in practice. Once the SWOT analysis is done, we look into all of this, and then the business can make decisions whether to launch into a new venture of launching these new cosmetic products or not. So the SWOT analysis is not going to tell them what to do. This is a decision that management will have to make. And this is a practice for students. When I teach this in the class, I would give a practice to my students to create a SWOT analysis for McDonald's, who plans to extend in China, so to expand its operations in China. I will provide this presentation because it has here a Word document, which is a template, the worksheet for this SWOT analysis, and later on you can have a look and you can do this for another company if you wish to practice this. However, I will explain, because I have done this SWOT analysis for McDonald's by myself. So if we look into McDonald's, which is a very well known brand probably for everyone, yes, so you probably know McDonald's. If we look into the strengths, this is a strong brand name in fast food. It operates all over the world. It has cultural diversity in the foods, which means when they open a McDonald's in a specific country, they will adapt the food to the local culture, yeah, because in some countries people don't eat a specific meat or whatever, yeah, so they will adapt this. Excellent locations. Normally McDonald's will try to find a location on higher street, and because they will have more customers there. Assembly line operations, which means they have good technology and they will produce the food very fast. And they use their own recipes. Yes, so they have the recipes, and this is what they use. And this gives them a lot of strengths. Yes, so as we can see, it's a well-known company with a lot of strengths. If we look into the weaknesses, McDonald's provides unhealthy menus. Yes, so they focus on burgers, fried food, which they are not very healthy options for the customers. However, they still have a lot of customers. So those who go to buy from McDonald's, they must be aware that McDonald's is unhealthy food, and you probably should avoid and go there rarely, just from time to time. High training costs due to high labor turnover. This means the company will, the employees in this company will need to, when the company hires these people, they need to train them. They need to teach them what to do. And those who work for McDonald's, for example, here in the UK, in London, are mostly students because the salaries are quite low. And once they work in part-time, so this labor turnover high, it means people are coming and going. They are not spending a lot of time in this company. And the company will have to invest more money to train those who will be hired. Minimal concentration on organic foods. And recently the McDonald's introduced some healthy menus like salads and so on, because they've been criticized. So as we can see, they addressed to these weaknesses. And there is not much variation in seasonal products. So they have, as we consider, a lot of weaknesses. If we look at the opportunities, what are the opportunities for this company? They have the opportunity to be more responsible to some healthier options, yes, so to introduce more healthy food. Advertising Wi-Fi services in the branches, which means they can sell online. Expand on advertising, on being more socially responsible, so to become to increase their responsibility in regards in offering healthy food. And also consumers seeking cheap opportunities. So those people who buy from McDonald's are normally consumers with low income. Yeah, it's a cheap menu. If we look into the threats, lawsuits for offering unhealthy food, so they've been criticized a lot. There is a risk of contamination with this, and the vast number of fast food restaurants that open as competition, so the competition is quite huge, like Burger King, KFC, yeah, so this they have a lot of competitors. This represents a threat for them. Downturn in economy affecting the capability of consumer spending, and focus on healthier dieting by consumers. So those customers who are focused on buying healthy food, they will not come to buy from here. So this is a SWOT analysis, just an example for McDonald's. And according to this SWOT analysis, they have to decide to make a decision and to create a strategic planning for the future, what they are going to do, whether to open or not a new, in a new country, a new McDonald's. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing because that was the presentation. And I am coming back. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I have something on chat here. Yes, I think it's here on the chat. Yeah, so is it, this is where I'm gonna, this presentation will be posted when we finish. Yeah, any questions? I'm here to answer to your questions if you have any. Any feedback you can give me, yeah, it will help me to assess whether you enjoyed the presentation, what was your understanding. Yeah, so I'm open to questions.
If it's okay, may I know your YouTube channel or Facebook account if you have one?
Yes, thank you for your inquiry. I put it here in chat. Yeah, so it's an open group where this presentation will be posted.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Yeah, so what do you think about SWOT analysis? Do you think it's a good tool? Did you have a good understanding of this tool? Just want to remind you that you can create this SWOT analysis for yourself. So if you want to, when you want to have a job, yes, to create your CV, you can use this SWOT analysis because it will show you what are your strengths, what are you good at, what are your weaknesses, so what you should improve, and then what are the opportunities, what jobs you may be able to find, what are the threats as an individual. The threats will be the other candidates. Yeah, so this is a very good tool, as you could see, not only for the businesses but for any individual to use for itself. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Thank you for having me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your attention, and I hope to see you again. And I wish you a good day.
Yes, thank you. You too.
Thank you,
Have a good
everyone.
day.
Thank you.
May I ask one more question, please?
Yes, please. Yes, please ask.
Do we have another like free classes?
There will be, yeah, probably in 2 weeks, we will have another class. So I will choose another topic and I will teach you something different. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
You are welcome. Any other
And bye.
questions?
Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Thank you. Any other questions?
No, not
All
anymore.
right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you and goodbye. Hope to see you again. Thank you.
Let's hope to see you too. Have a
Okay.